Hey everybody, it's Z from the Quest. Got another rescue here. Um, Called it my birthday rescue. And it was a small village outside a large city. There was only 3 ways in and 3 ways out of the area. Uh, the routes to the safe houses were old and it would not be easy to follow us even if they tried. The safe houses were a distance from the route, so again, more safety. We'd be able to see them at a distance in case there was any incursion. Also, uh, we would have spotters, uh, looking for any shadows along the way, just as usual we do. Uh, we had a village covered with volunteers and team members. The brothel catered to high-end clients, but mostly locals from a larger city nearby. The local police ran the brothel, and there were only 2 of them. They ran the brothel for some gangs in the bigger city. Uh, the village had about 100 homes, so the houses were mostly spread apart. The brothel was alone and on a corner of the far side of the village, right next to a river. En route, we would use we would cross the river, and there was no bridge. It was easily doable. Brothel had an old madam and 1 local guard. The conditions were really bad, no solid walls, and we did spot several rats. We knew the girls were in bad shape and dirty. It was likely they were sick with diseases. Not much goes on in this village without many finding out. Sounded like our place to be. So we would enter the river in the same way we would leave. We would need 2 transports to carry the girls. We would have 2 teammates on the ground spotting from the rear and 2 teammates looking across the street from local businesses. 2 teammates would apprehend the police officers at dark. At the same time, our team would be on the move and ride motorcycle to the brothel front door. Oh, and we liberated that motorcycle from one of the policemen. At the same time, the teammates from the rear would breach the back as the 2 crossed the street and would casually make their way in to the brothel to time it with our teammates in the policeman's uniform. There were not many lights, so hopes were that the guard would not pay any attention to him, thinking he was the real policeman. Then transports would move in. Upon entry, the guard would be put to sleep, and the madam also, before they even knew what was happening. The transports would be 2 female volunteers and the rest of the team as we would gather the girls and exit the brothel. So now it was time for me to give the go, and I did. Well, as crazy as everything went exactly as planned, the girls were very weak, dirty, and smelled really bad. The whole brothel smelled like something was dead in there. We knew there were 9 girls, but we made an extra search just to make sure there was no child left inside. The kids were extracted, but some of them had to be carried out. Ages were 9 to 13. The guard, the madam, were gagged and bound. The police officers were stripped naked and also bound and gagged. Someone would find them sooner or later. There were no shadows, and the girls arrived safely at the safe house. All as expected, were sick and starving. After they were told what would be happening next, and they were all patched up, fed, bathed, and they got some new clothes. So we were able to travel, but time would be spent along the way to feed them and give them a little rest before getting to their new home. So rescued 9 more. Thanks. I'll be back with another one soon. Z.